It's been a while since I do a photography video specifically about editing, and I've been using Luminar Neo a lot. I've been switching from Lightroom to Luminar Neo to edit my photos, and this software is kind of becoming my main software for editing. If you've never heard about Luminar Neo, I think you have to watch this video. I just came back from a month trip to Japan. I took tons of pictures, so let's go to Luminar Neo to edit together. So one thing I want to show you before we go forward, if we open Lightroom, and we're here in library right now, we have all our pictures. If we select one picture, let's say this one, and then we go here on the top to library, on the bottom you have plugin extras and you have open in Luminar Neo. Actually, that's why I was telling you that I was jumping from Lightroom to Luminar Neo a lot, because it's so easy. And when you jump to Luminar Neo and you have all this AI technology, it's crazy. It's just, Lightroom is not even close to it when we're talking about AI. Actually, going from Lightroom to Luminar Neo all the time made me realize that I'm staying longer in Luminar Neo. In the last weeks, I was not using Lightroom. That's why I decided to do this video. Let's gonna start with this one. Let's go to presets. Artificial intelligence is actually recommending you these ones here. For this photo, you have urban style, you have easy landscapes. Okay, here you have, for example, 6. Let's go to easy landscape collection, long exposure, for example. You take it out, look how the picture is. Look how it's gonna be with long exposure. You can see that it's like very pop-up, you know, all the colors. But you know what? I like this one over here in waterscapes, the Deadly Reef. I know that the other one is more realistic, the colors are popping up, but here I like the cinematic idea of this editing. Now let's go to edit. In edit, I would like to crop the picture. I will start like that because I want to do the rule of thirds, and I think here would be fine. I can actually put it a little higher so we can see more of the sky, because I want to show you something with the sky. Okay, enhance. I will do it just a little bit because it can go very far, but it gives a lot of noise. I don't want that. So I will enhance just a little bit, maybe 10. And we're gonna go straight to develop now. I think the picture needs a little bit more of exposure. Erase. In erase, this is nice. Look at these guys over here. I'm gonna make the picture big so you can see. There is a couple here, and I want to erase the couple. Let's take the couple out. Also the chair, because otherwise you will see a weird chair there empty. Erase. And look how good did it. It is amazing. It's very fast, actually. It's faster than the other softwares. Now we're going to change the sky. Here we have sky selection. What I will suggest you when you want to change the sky is don't exaggerate and go for a crazy sky, unless you can see that it's going to work properly. Because let me tell you, whatever you choose in the sky, the AI is going to make the reflections, the color of the sky, where the light is coming from, everything around the whole picture. So the whole picture is going to change. For example, if I exaggerate, let's go for this one here. Oh my God, this is amazing. The reflection is even in the walls. Look at this. The color of the leaves, the reflection here on the bottom in the water, it makes it so realistic. So what I want to do now is make it more natural. So I will look for sky that looks the same as this one in color. So if we go to selection and we have a lot of skies. I think this one looks very similar. You see, it's similar color. If we go back into here, essentials, develop, we can add the exposure a little bit. And let's go here on the bottom. When we finish, we close the develop, and you can see here this option. We have the eye. You can see how it was and how it is now. But with this one, look, compare. And then you can see how the picture was before and how it is now. Huge difference, you know? And it was so simple, starting with the preset. It was really, really simple. Also, I'm kind of excited because I got an email a few days ago telling me that this month a new update is coming. Looks like it's gonna be a massive update. So I'm really excited about it. And I promise as soon as it comes, I will make a new video about it. Let's go to the catalog, and I want to show you this one, okay? In here, we're not going to edit all the picture. We're not going to add any presets. I just want to show you something specifically. If we get closer to the picture, you can see there is this dust here, dust here, dust here. If we go higher, more dust here. It's really uncomfortable. Here also, it's just annoying. I forgot to clean the sensor. I mean, it was a lot of dust. So it was my fault completely. So what we do here is we can go here to erase. In other softwares, you will erase one by one, right? But sometimes you don't see, because now I show you 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if I pay attention, there is a 5th one here, like hidden. And there is couple more around that I saw before and I don't see it now. So as you can see, it's not easy to spot all the dust. We're gonna use remove dust spots, and look how easy it does it. I mean, I just click it, removing in seconds. That's it. Look, no dust anywhere. It fixed the picture. It's incredible. You have to play a lot with this software because there's a lot of AI. You know what? Let's change the sky. Let's put this craziness. So cool. Look, even it reflects here. I'm gonna leave it like that just for fun. Okay, last picture. This one over here. Let's go to presets. I think if I go to easy landscapes and again long exposure, the colors are gonna pop up again, and I like that. Now let's go to edit, and the first thing, I'm gonna crop the picture, and I think I want the girl to be in the center, so I think, okay, perfect. Well, we're gonna use a lot of masks here, okay? Now I wanna show you the masking. If we do linear gradient and then we come from the corner and we start to do the mask, just like our eyes are gonna go in the center of the picture. And then we come back to adjustments and we're going to take out highlights, a little less shadows, and take out a little exposure. You don't see it 100%, but it's there and it makes your eyes go to the center. We're gonna do it again and then linear gradient again, but now we're gonna do it from this side. We're gonna do 2 masks more after this one, and that's it. Our picture is done. So we're gonna do the same thing. So this is gonna be easier. Pluck, and then highlights. We already know more or less how we did it. Now we're gonna add another mask. Object select, okay? Click. This is AI. Right now, what the AI did, and it was, I think it took 1.2 seconds. It was super fast. It analyzed the whole picture. If I put the cursor, for example, close to the trees, it selected the trees. If I go close to the greens, it's gonna be selecting the greens. If I go to the girl, it select the girl. So I want to select the girl. But what's with the head, man? It's just the body. No worries. You go to the head and select. And now we select the whole girl. And now we go to adjustments and I want to add exposure. I want her to be more visible. Highlights and then maybe shadows, a little bit more visible. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another mask, and this is the last one. And we're gonna do the radial gradient. We're gonna go to the center of the girl and don't exaggerate. Something like that. I just want her to be visible, our eyes to be attracted to the center of the image. We're gonna go highlights a little bit more, exposure a little bit more, and shadows a little bit more. Like I said before, it's not visible, but actually it is in your subconscious. Your eyes, as soon as it sees the picture, is gonna see it. Because if I close this and I come to how it was the picture, you will see that the girl is actually lost in the picture. You really have to pay attention to see her. But now look at this. The girl is there. You can see her there. It was so easy. There's many things that we can do more. I would suggest you to just try experiment creative. You have this is crazy. I did a video before explaining more of this. So if you want to see it, I will leave it here on top. One of the things that also is a reason to switch to Luminar is because people are tired of subscriptions, and with Luminar, you just pay once and you have it forever. All the updates are just gonna keep coming. You don't have to pay anything. It's pretty cool. And they have the option to pay for the whole thing. Computer, tablet, cell phone, everything together in one payment for life, which is pretty cool. I think people are getting very tired of subscriptions. I will leave you a link in the description that is gonna give you a crazy discount, and remember, pay once and it's for life. It's always fun to edit with Luminar. Until next week.